Hello, my name is Aidan Guidry. I'm a sophomore in the Developmental Science Lab here on campus, and this is my project titled Stress, Loneliness, and Suicidality During the COVID-19 Pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic led to an increase in the levels of stress, increase in levels of loneliness, higher rates of symptoms of mental illnesses such as anxiety, depression, and psychological distress, as well as a significant increase in suicidality compared to 2019. For this study, I sought to observe the gender differences in the levels of stress, loneliness, mental illness, and suicidality of college students during the COVID-19 pandemic. I used a sample of 8,113 college students, 5,715 of which were females, collected from the American College Health Association's National College Health Assessment 3 survey. The measures below are the measures that correspond to the variables which I sought to study. The UCLA 3-item loneliness scale is a short 3-item scale that measures overall loneliness of an individual with questions asking about feelings of isolation, feelings of lack of companionship, and feelings of being left out. The Kessler-6 screening for serious mental illness is a 6-item scale that measures severe psychological distress with questions regarding hopelessness, worthlessness, nervousness, and depression. And the Suicide Behaviors Questionnaire Revised is a short 5-question self-report measure regarding thoughts and attempts about suicide within the last year. An analysis of variance indicated significant gender differences in levels of stress, loneliness, mental illness, and suicidality, all at p less than 0.0001. Additionally, post hoc Tukey test showed that non-binary students reported significantly higher levels of loneliness, mental health conditions, and were at a significantly higher risk of suicidality than their binary student counterparts, all at p less than 0.0001. Additionally, non-binary students reported a significantly higher impact from the COVID-19 pandemic on stress than male students at p less than 0.0001. The purpose of this study was to observe differences in levels of stress, loneliness, mental illness, and suicidality between genders during the COVID-19 pandemic. The results show that there were significant differences between genders in all 4 variables of stress, loneliness, suicidality, and mental distress during the pandemic. The results imply that non-binary students are of the greatest concern of suicidality and mental distress, and provide implications for the necessity of formulating mental health programs for these various genders with a specific focus on non-binary individuals. Results also display the negative effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on college students' mental health, and display the impact of global pandemics and enforced lockdowns on college students, and display an implication for the need of a greater attention towards mental health during said lockdowns and pandemics currently and those to come in the future. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Thank you for giving me your attention, and I will now be taking any questions.